this video, I'm going to be telling you guys the 5 most important things to know about BMX as a beginner. And when I was a beginner, I did not know these things, and I really wish I would have, because I feel like it slowed my progress down maybe a little bit. But that's why I'm making this video, to hopefully help you guys, help you beginners out on starting out BMXing. So the first thing you're going to want to know about BMX is that there's not just one type of BMX. There is a lot. There are actually a lot of different types. For example, there's freestyle, there's race bikes, there's flatland. Like, there's a lot of different types of BMXs. And my BMX, as you can see, is a freestyle. It's meant for doing tricks, and it's really sturdy and really strong. And, you know, it just, you can put that thing through anything. And then there's race bikes that skinnier tires, you know, a lot lighter than a freestyle. But there's a lot of different ones, so you're going to want to get the one that you would prefer on how to ride it. Which leads us to the second thing you're going to want to know, which is that actually with all these different bikes, you can ride them in so many different ways. Like flatland riders, which is really cool. They usually stay on the ground, don't do any jumping. They just do really cool maneuvers with the bike on the ground. And then there's vert riders who just ride like half pipes and stuff like that, and street, like rails and drops on stairs and stuff like that. So there's so many different ways to ride your bike, and you get to choose which one, which is pretty cool. And the third reason is that you definitely want to get a good brand of BMX, because I know a lot of guys that have crappy BMXs and have been discouraged because it's a lot harder to do things on those BMXs. Like, you don't need a $3,000 BMX or something like that. Just get a half-decent bike. As you can see on the screen, this was my first BMX, and I mean, it did not do me too well, but I mean, this is what I got started on, and I'll always keep this bike. I'll never sell it. But, so really get a good bike, good brand, you know, and that'll help you a lot, and it'll help you with not getting discouraged. And the fourth reason is probably one of the most important things that I really messed up on, is to have your bars and your bike just completely customized how you want it. This is a huge thing for me, because as you can see in this photo, there's my old bike, and the bars are way forward, which is just a horrible adjustment for me. And I didn't know too much about BMX at the time. I didn't know that that was the improper way to ride. I thought I just needed to get stronger to bunny hop higher. But in these videos, as you can see, I could not bunny hop worth a darn. I couldn't go as high, near as high as I can go now. And most of it is because of the bar angle. Now, this is something I've really fidgeted with a lot. And you'll take some time getting the right angle you have. But one good way to do it is just line it up with the front fork, the angle of your front forks. And, I mean, it should be good, but adjust it to your height. I mean, there's guides on the internet. Go check those out. But definitely remember this one, because this one really messed me up for a while. And this one's really important. I don't know, it's kind of common sense to have it adjusted. But, I mean, it makes a super big deal. So, that leads us on to our fifth and our last tip, which is, now it is going to sound stupid, but the fifth tip is to try everything. And this ties in with wearing pads, which is a really, really big deal. And, I mean, I wear pads. Bo doesn't, because he thinks they're sissy pads, or at least that's what he says. But pads are, I mean, I'm putting them in as a tip. And if that doesn't prove that they're really important, I don't know what will. Because wearing pads gives you a little bit of a confident boost. And you'll just think, oh, if I wipe out, well, I'm not going to get as hurt because I have these pads on. If you don't have pads on, you're going to get hurt and be out for a lot longer than you should be, which really sucks. And I've been in that position. And so then I did get pads. Always wear a helmet. And so those are my 5 tips, but another tip, just a little extra one, is really try to ride with friends, or make friends with guys that also BMX, because that's a huge way to just keep pushing yourself, and it's so much more fun. You won't get bored near as fast. I mean, you won't get bored, period. And one more thing is to learn some tricks or whatever. A big thing that I did was watch a lot of Scotty Kramer. He's a really good and entertaining YouTuber, and they do a lot of tricks, right? And then you'll just learn the tricks and learn some tricks. And another thing is just try all the tricks you can if you have pads. So remember those things. And I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you guys so much for watching. You know how much it means to me. And see you guys in the next video.